I'm Kirby Dolak from LCTV. Today we have Scott Wodzinski, Littleton Emergency Management Director and Fire Chief with us today to explain the newly announced local COVID-19 Vaccination Clinic and the town of Littleton and how they are assisting residents to get to that clinic's wait list. Good morning, Scott. There was a press release from Littleton Town Administrator Anthony Ansaldi and Elder and Human Services Director Ashley Shaheen. Can you please give us a recap of what that announcement entails?
Sure, Kirby. The Baker and Polito administration announced last week that residents 75 years and older would become eligible to receive the COVID-19 vaccination on Monday, February 1st. That announcement was for residents 75 years and older, and they can now sign up for a waiting list. This is a waiting list to support the scheduling of vaccination appointments at the Neshoba Associated Boards of Health Clinic to be held at Devens on Wednesdays. This is part of a 17 community effort to pool staffing resources and vaccine availability. The number of vaccinations for each community will be based on what is received and equally shared amongst the 17 communities. So at this time, it's somewhat limited.
So how will the scheduling of these appointments be actually done, Scott?
So the Department of Elder and Human Services will be accepting names of residents 75 years and older on a first come, first served basis to be placed on the waiting list that will be utilized to schedule the appointments for the clinic that'll be held at Devens on Wednesdays beginning February 3rd. The clinic will be held on a weekly basis as vaccination doses become available.
Again, which residents can sign up for these vaccinations?
The clinic wait list right now is currently open to 75 years and older at this time. There will not be any walk-ins accepted by residents. They must have their name on the waiting list to be scheduled for an appointment. So
can you get a little bit more detail, Scott, about how all this was going to work at the clinic, for instance? Or at Littleton?
So for the clinic in Devens, beginning on Monday, today, February 1st, residents can call the town of Littleton's newly established vaccine information hotline at 978-540-2444 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday to add their name to the waiting list. Town officials ask that residents please remain patient as there is a high call volume anticipated and you may need to recall again. Residents may also visit the town's website by going to www.littletonma.org/COVID vaccine waitlist to add their name to the waiting list online.
So Scott, once they're registered, how will the seniors be notified of a vaccination appointment at Devens? Will the senior get a phone call or an email about their appointment?
As openings become available at the clinic, Department of Elder and Human Services will reach out and they will call the individuals that are next up on the list in the order that they had called in. So they will receive a phone call saying that they are eligible to receive a vaccine and find out if they are available to make or keep that appointment.
Okay. So does that mean that once the Littleton residents have signed up on the waiting list, they shouldn't look at any of the alternative COVID vaccination sites for possibly getting in there?
Kirby, while they're waiting for their appointment at Devens, since it's not scheduled, I would encourage everyone to check the state's website on a daily basis. Check with your primary care physician, check with your local pharmacy, CVS, Walgreens. All of those facilities will have the ability to offer vaccinations on a daily basis, but they also may require you to sign up. So there is an opportunity or maybe additional opportunities for you to receive that vaccine at an earlier date at another location.
Scott, what are some of the alternate vaccination sites that seniors can check?
So they could go to mass.gov/COVID-vaccine. They can find their priority groups. If that site will tell you when you are eligible to receive it. On that site, they can also find where all of the local clinics are. And they also may be able to make an appointment and fill out the attestation forms online.
What's the attestation form, Scott, that's required here?
It basically just confirms that you are feeling okay. You haven't had COVID, and that you are who you say you are.
Okay. So, Scott, if the seniors don't have access to the internet access to do some of these things, because a lot of this is really focused at emails and being notified through the internet, how is the state working to get seniors aware of this program?
Residents should note that while the state is creating more vaccination sites, the vaccine distribution is contingent upon the number of vaccines actually available. The state of Massachusetts at this time is prepared to distribute more of the vaccines than they actually have.
Wow, Scott, this is great news for seniors 75 and above. But what about the 65 and older population with additional health issues? When will they receive their vaccinations?
The state has not yet announced when the individuals 65 and older and those with 2 or more comorbidities will be able to receive the vaccine. This will be announced when more information is available about the additional doses of the vaccine to be provided by the state and by the federal government.
Scott, is there anything that you, as the emergency management director, want to share with Littleton residents about the process?
I just wanted to reiterate Anthony and Saldi's message from the press release today. We're thankful to be able to help schedule the appointments for residents at the local clinic. And we will continue to provide updates about the vaccination process as more information becomes available. We deeply appreciate the community's continued understanding and cooperation, and look forward to the coming weeks and months as more segments of the population will become eligible as the vaccine becomes more accessible. For the latest updates, I would also urge you to visit the Town of Littleton website at www.littletonma.org.
Scott, thank you for taking the time out of your very busy day to explain Littleton's press release today and its impact on seniors 75 and older to sign up for their COVID vaccinations at the upcoming Devon's Clinic. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, Kirby.